Hey, I'm Louie. This is my mom Bex and our doggos Lady and William. After many adventures on the road, we decided that it was time to find a home base and a place to call our own. A dream my mom and I have shared for over a decade now, and we're so proud to say that it has finally happened. Here is our 3.36 acres of pure bliss in southeast Alaska. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to watch as we go from completely raw land to our dream magical oasis. Thank you to my wonderful patrons, and an extra thank you to the following supporters. Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi there, my name is Louie and I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to the journey, welcome to the adventures, welcome to my mom and I making lots of wild decisions about travel and lifestyle. We have almost been here on the island for a week, and as soon as we got here, the first priority for us was to find storage. So we found some storage. And that was all good, and we put everything in there, and William's over there eating sticks. We put everything in the storage so my mom could have her van back and I could have parts of my Jeep back as well. So we have storage now for a few months while we get everything sorted. We have found a place to stay for 3 months during the summer. We're just gonna hang it out here because as you'll see, we have a lot of work to do to be able to even be on the property and get on the property because it is a raw piece of land. And yeah, other than that, we have explored the whole boundary of the property and found all 4 survey markers. We have found the northwest marker, the northeast, and the southeast and southwest markers of our property, which was really exciting and kind of fun and very tiring. And yeah, so we've basically explored the property. For 2 days in a row, we explored the property, and on the 3rd day we found a path where we want to make our trail coming down from the city easement all the way through and up to our magical, beautiful area where everything's gonna go. There's our land right there. As you can see, it's very steep. That's our neighbor there, but this road here is all easement, like about 3/4 of it, and then our property is like sitting up on top there in the trees, and we have like a waterfall over there and all of that. So
should I say not sure if we can park here? Just parked here for a little bit.
Yeah. This is a piece of land over here.
Lots of bush.
So this is our $1 million view right here that we didn't pay $1 million for, but it's going to take us a lot of work.
It's going to take us $1 million
to
build a house.
It's going to take us about $1 million worth of hours
of
work that we're going to put in. But
if you haven't noticed already, this land is very, very steep, and we did know that when we bought it. We weren't sure about how steep it is, but we found a pretty good spot right here that we think we'll probably put majority of the houses. It's really beautiful out here. Our property extends a bit that way, like 100 feet that way, I want to say. And we'll be getting a surveyor. We'll be getting a professional surveyor out here probably this week. But we have 2 streams that way, which I'll show you on our way down. I didn't record on the way up because I just wanted to take it in, just take in the feeling of this property. But there's 2 streams over there. There's a waterfall down the way there, which is beautiful. But then you get up here and this is some usable land. We're gonna have to do a lot of cutting of, that's why we got the chainsaw, is to cut all of this up, you know, stack it, use it as firewood. Definitely. And all of this brush and stuff we're gonna have to cut back a little bit. We'll figure it out, but
Arborist out here, because
yeah, we're noticing
trees, but being around this many trees makes me nervous thinking about putting a structure up without knowing
about
how healthy the trees are. Because I mean, there are a lot of fallen trees, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I mean, who knows how recent that is?
Oh my God, look at that big mushroom.
Oh, ooh, is that a chicken of the woods? Because if that is, That looks chicken of the woodsy.
That's dinner. And
That's
there's another
dinner.
one up there.
I can't get it.
Oh, do you have a couple of them? See? On that stump that's tall?
Oh yeah. We could identify those. You can't see them on camera, but I just wanted to show you guys this big tree right here. So this we're gonna definitely get checked out by an arborist. It's a huge tree. I mean, yeah, there's some sort of nest in it. It's not a bear. Smaller pellets. Here, let me record it so people can maybe identify it. Woo! Check it out. Yeah, so there's some pellets there. Look a bit dried. It's not bear poop. Bear poop looks different. It looks more like human poop. Those are small pellets, so we don't know what that is. How do you feel, Mom?
I feel excited, but I also feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Just knowing like the amount of work and just like it's so steep. You know?
Yeah.
And just, but I do know that once we clear a path, at least it'll be easier to access, even if it's steep.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
We're gonna have to bring.
it may take us a few years to develop this. Not to get a house up,
Yeah.
but like just to get it.
Yeah,
Which we've been
I'm thinking
saying.
this is about to take us 10 years. I'm not overwhelmed because I knew it would look like this. Like I knew that it was gonna be steep. Like I was preparing myself for it.
Yeah.
And I just looking at where we are right now, there's plenty of space to build. And I'm really thinking of going more towards the treehouse route. So I'm kind of like, this is perfect.
You know what we could do? We could cut down that tree and then this space, as long as all the trees above us are healthy, this would be a 16 by 20-ish.
Yeah, I mean, you could build a deck around that. I mean, the thing with building around trees is they move and they grow, so we'll have to monitor them over time.
Well,
but...
I was saying cut that tree.
Oh, cut this tree down.
And then we could do it at this angle.
Yeah, that'd be good.
The front patio is that view,
Yeah, I mean, that's what the view, that's the money view right there.
right?
Yeah, you want it.
See how
I mean, we
solid
can
the
even
ground-
go a little higher. Wanna walk up a little higher
Sure.
first?
Yeah.
Just to see what the view's like, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of like tree debris right here.
Okay,
So.
we're good.
Oh, I just want to fall through it.
I know, go through a,
I'm like,
just be careful.
yeah.
It looks pretty solid to me. It's just moss cover. Oh,
Blueberries.
blueberries! Are they blueberries or are they?
I don't know. They look like blueberries. I'm not gonna eat them.
Yeah, until we know.
Yeah. I just want to whack you in the face.
Just don't like swing it. Just okay.
I'll just let go of it.
Look at that. Those might be blueberries, y'all. We need to identify. That looks blueberry-esque to me. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Shelf mushrooms.
Yeah, shelf mushroom. This would be a good spot too. I mean, we can build a lot of like,
There's just so much debris.
but can I say something?
Yeah.
I think we can build a lot of stilts over all of this stuff. Like this could just go under, you know?
Yeah.
This will just be under,
Yeah.
above it.
Yeah, it's true.
Let it just exist.
Yeah, exactly. This is amazing view right here. If these trees are good, you could build your house here.
Yeah. If any of these are good. Treehouse masters, it's your girl Louie here. I really want to build a treehouse and some of these beautiful trees. What do you think? Here is one of 2 streams that we own the rights to. I don't know how water works here, but yeah, we're gonna build a bridge from here over to that end over there. And so when you come to the property, you'll be walking across here. These lines are our neighbors. But you'll be walking through here, across a bridge, over to here where our houses are gonna be. We're thinking so far. That's what we think so far.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then down here you could put a little pool where we can bathe and stuff. Yeah, we'll have to walk the creek one day.
Yeah. The more time we spend here, the more I'm in love. Like seriously.
At first you were like, oh shit.
At first, yeah, I was just like, oh my god. But just spending time up there, like I see us.
Yeah.
And then
the stuff with the view.
and there's sunlight, and There's water.
Y'all, this is gonna be my little bathing pool. One of the first projects I'm gonna do when I have some extra time, take some stones and make a little pool to bathe in. It's gonna be magical.
Oh my god.
And down that way, here, I'm just gonna, if you go down this way, I don't want to get too close to it, but that's where the waterfall is. I don't know if you can see it. There's a waterfall down there. Yeah. I already know this is gonna be like magical. We have vision. What kind of mushy are you? The mushroom. Oh, I love it here. So that's the waterfall that we were above earlier. And this is the end of it. And that's the road over there. So we have a lot of work ahead of us, but yeah. We hike all the time and we didn't even think about bringing water. We wrote a little note on the door.
We're the owners of the land across the street, just parking here for a little bit. I don't even know if we needed to do that, but
I thought Alaska was supposed to be cold. It's so hot today. It's like almost in the 80s, I think. It is in the 80s up here. It's abnormal for up here. But that property, our property, has a ton of potential. I think our biggest problem is challenge. It's not a problem. Challenge is just to figure out how we want to enter the property. Because the easement is like pretty thick. It's like 40 feet or something wide.
yeah, definitely.
So,
and it's steep. It's hella.
it's very steep. We have 2 streams that you have to traverse on one side, and then on the other side, there's like a platform at the top that we could potentially use for driveway eventually. We're not going to be able to afford a driveway right now.
No.
It's going to cost us a lot of money.
So we just need to be able to park the vehicles.
Yeah, so if we can
And-
park across the street here, or, you know, temporarily, just like until
See what we're allowed.
to do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful back there. I didn't want to leave. I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
We did it, y'all.
That was a hike.
I was really nervous because I didn't know what we were gonna get.
Same.
But it's so pretty. Like, you get to about halfway on the property and it's perfect.
Yeah, in the beginning I was like, after we had to traverse all of that
You're like, I don't
stuff,
know.
I was like, what did we do?
But it's not that bad. It's like once we cut in a trail and build some bridges and we build boardwalks, and it's gonna be awesome.
And I think that's what we're
it's
gonna
gonna be
do.
really unique.
I think that's what we're gonna need to do first is like
Yeah,
work on the path.
Yeah, work on the
Nice,
path.
clear, secure path.
Enough to be able to get lumber up. I mean, we're gonna have to haul all of that stuff ourselves.
Now we got to be some
Which
buff
is not
women.
something that, yeah, we're gonna be strong.
See these guns right here? They're about to be triple.
Also, like, it's not that unusual for people to haul wood up a hole, like outdoors, you know, especially up here. It's like, it's pretty normal to be like, oh yeah, I'm hauling like all this wood piece by piece up. Like,
We're gonna have to eat our spinach.
yeah, we're gonna need a lot of food. Oh, darn it, we gotta eat like a lot. Darn.
Oh, what a bummer.
This might be the most challenging thing we've ever done in our whole lives.
Definitely. Physically.
It is the most challenging thing we will have ever done in our lives.
Definitely.
So, that's fine with me. I'm excited. I love it so much. It's a good property.
Once we got up where we were like, okay, this is good for our houses, I was like, okay, I can see this.
Yeah. And it has the $1 million view, guys. It's a $1 million view.
It really does.
Oh, we don't even have to cut trees down and have a view. Like, maybe one day we will, but we don't even need
have
to.
For both of our
Yeah, for both of our houses.
Yeah.
And then we'll have other little structures eventually. Like,
Yeah.
you know, little things little cabins for maybe guests and, and
Airbnb for
Airbnbs, and that'll be a unique Airbnb if we do that.
And I want to do the buildings so that people can come and do their little writers retreats.
Yeah,
and
we could do
their
little
time.
cabins.
Yeah, I mean those are like 5 to 10 year goals.
Yeah, we have goals, guys.
Yeah.
These women have goals. These ladies
Initially,
right here.
We got to get in our houses, our 2 houses.
Yeah, we need a
That's
place
the-
to exist. That's all.
That's
And then once we have a place to exist.
yeah.
All right, so we're here at the campsite
This is day 2 of us going out to the property. This time we are going to identify all of the survey markers. We thought that we needed to get another survey done, but we called the surveyor and he said, there's no need for that. You can just look for the survey markers, and he gave us a bunch of tips on how to find them. And so that's what we're gonna do today. Make sure that we know exactly what the boundaries are. And that should take us a couple hours of some hard hiking through the property, but yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see exactly what the boundaries are. And then we're also gonna try to assess and see where we want to put a trail, because what we're gonna do is park down at the bottom of the slope on city land, and then for a while while we build the trail and all of that, we'll just keep parking there. And the campsite that we're at currently, we're going to be staying at for 3 months. We might extend it, we might not. It just depends on how far we can get in terms of being able to stay on the property. But we're really not in a rush at all in the summer. We're just gonna do what we can, and on top of having to work our other things that we do, it's gonna be a very full summer, and on top of trying to keep our sanity. So we're gonna head to the property now and find those markers. I'm really excited, and show you around a little more, and we're gonna get more acquainted with the land, because altogether we've only been on the land for about 2 hours, so it's time to go. All right, here is our northwest marker. We found our southwest marker down that way, and now we're gonna go up along here and see what's ours. All right, this is our northeast marker back here. There's not very much usable stuff back here, although this is kind of flat right here.
I think this is usable.
You could put a little cabin back here.
Yeah.
Something little.
Yeah.
It's like out of the way. But this is like very private over here. And then, oh, what's that? There's like plastic over there.
Plastic?
Oh. Let me tell you, it was a trek to get up here though. We're gonna have to do, oh, there's a lot of like little stones. Sorry. We're gonna have to do some major work. Wow, there's all sorts of stone up here. There's like marble.
Yeah.
We found granite, marble, and shale on this property. So if we can use some of that to build stuff, you know.
So if we can go that way, we should be able to find the south.
Yeah. Do you want to mark along the border? As we go?
As much as I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so we know. Okay.
Makes me nervous, like stepping where you've seen fallen trees. I'm just so afraid my foot's gonna fall through, you know?
Yeah. This tree right here is the line. Woo! This is such a beautiful property. I like can't get over it.
I know.
It's just all the work. It's gonna take us several years to get it.
Definitely.
I definitely think we could camp up here if we really wanted to.
I think if anything,
But-
that's what we'll do it for the next till we can get it. We'll just slowly.
Let's just
and
start
surely.
let's square one,
Yeah,
find all of the points,
exactly. That's
and
what we're
then
gonna do today, and
explore.
then the next time we come, we
Start thinking about the
start a
design.
trail.
Yeah, let's start.
We need to
We can take the machete and
Yeah. And
I mean, we're still waiting on the final contract to be mailed in, so maybe we should wait till then. I mean, it's set in stone at this
we
point.
could. I think we just need to do research. We need to spend time doing research now.
Research and just like
Taking
exploring.
pictures, exploring, yeah, taking pictures, right? Like,
Yep, I think that's the main deal
Yeah.
here.
yeah.
Is I mean, we have to get acquainted, and the thing is, we don't want to do too much before we know about like the patterns of like rainfall and sun, wind, if it gets windy up here. Yeah, we need to know what it's like when it's windy too, like what trees are scary. Oh, it's a process, but it's so cool that like we own this and that we get to explore it and enjoy it.
Even if we want to just come and hike.
Yeah, even if we just want to come and explore, we're good. Ooh, mosquito on my nose. Ooh. If you stand in one spot for too long, the mosquitoes start.
Yes, we do.
See, look at this. This is granite. There's,
Look at that.
ooh, excuse me. Yeah, this is granite. That's cool. That means this is a fairly new island, right? Granite means newer, I think. I gotta ask my geology friend.
You can make a pathway right here. That's a natural pathway. We'll have to see
But
what
it looks
goes
like water comes down it. So the story goes that this 17 to 20-ish acres back here was logged up until I think the 40s is the story. Or they started logging in the 40s and then they stopped about 50, 60 years ago. And look at that big tree. So they must have cut that tree down at one point. This is the, are you okay back there? Okay. But as you can see, like, there's all of these trees that have been cut down many, many years ago. And look how big that tree was probably 1,000 years old. That's kind of sad. One day I'll get up there and count the rings. I'm just talking about how this was logged. And see, now all these are like new growth trees. So yeah, I definitely want to get an arborist, talk to an arborist about this kind of stuff. So if you are an arborist and you watch my channel or know anything about trees, drop me a line. Maybe we can exchange numbers or something and talk about it, because yeah, we obviously don't know anything about trees, so it would be cool to talk to someone about that. So if that's you, leave a comment, send me a DM on Instagram. I need your help, and I'm not good at asking for help.
Put something here and have that be a wall.
Yeah, build something off of that. Yeah, that's really cool, guys. Isn't it? That's the root system of a tree. That's very cool. So over here is, I believe, the boundary line. There's a lot of things over there, so we're gonna just kind of check it out. Now this looks about it. And then we're gonna go straight down as best as we can and then hit the other one. All right, here's the boundary. Our neighbors, our foresters, have come before us and marked it out. This is it. And then we're gonna go directly down and find the last one and see what's around property. But I feel pretty confident now. I feel pretty good about the whole animal situation out here. One, if I was an animal, this would not be easy terrain to be on when there's like the hundreds of square miles of stuff that way. I mean, not saying that animals don't come through here, but there's also a lot of prickly stuff, and there isn't a lot of food over here, so I think we're good. We did see a little bit of scat that looked like it could be bear scat, but also looked like it could be dog scat. So we're keeping an eye out at the bear spray here, because I know I'm gonna get a bunch of comments from people saying like, "Oh my God, be careful." We're being careful. I'm being as aware as possible and taking precautions. We talked to the surveyor. He did not say anything about like, "Oh my God, there could be animals out there." So we're also looking on trees for any scratch marks. That is evidence of a bear resident. Seeing as there's hardly any food out here at the moment, I'm not too worried. And every other animal, we talked to some locals, they said every other animal on this island, they're not worried about because they run away, except for in freak accidents. So there's 2 of us out here being loud. I just like really want to emphasize that we're paying attention, because I know I'm going to get a lot of comments from people. Don't worry, y'all. I promise. We're trying our best to be safe. All right, here's the final little marker. This seems like the most reasonable place to come up in terms of that. We just have to figure out how we're gonna get up here from the slope down there. But from here, we would have to clear a pretty good sizable path and do a switchback. But we gotta go up that way anyway, so I think we can mark a trail from here, because I'm pretty confident that this will be it. It makes sense. It can curve up this way. Can I use the markers to mark where I think the trail should go? Yeah. Because I think I have a good idea of what might be appropriate.
If you could just do stairs or something right there, honestly.
Yeah. It's intense, but I also feel like this is like completely doable. It's just a lot of work. Woo! I am exhausted. Thankfully we won't have to go up all all the way to the back again. We just wanted to do that at least once to see where the boundaries were and what we have. Turns out, yeah, I think the middle is where we initially were like, this is it. Is it? What do you think? But back there, I feel like would be nice, like later on, some years down the road, to build some cabins, little cabins back there would be really nice.
Yeah, right up at the top.
Yeah, that would be a nice little spot.
There's definitely potential.
There's some potential up there, but not, I can't even focus on that right now. But as we were leaving, so we were like, so we've marked the trail from like where we think we want to have it go up to the main part. And then now it's just connecting it down to the bottom where the steep part is, where the right-of-way is. And as we were leaving, so I don't know if I showed this on camera very well, but you have to go, like basically face the property and then you go through one stream, then up, down, through another stream, and then around. And it kind of crosses through the other person's property because you can't really like scale there. So I think as we were leaving, I saw like a little beginning of a path that we could potentially go right up and around and do like one switchback, and then it'll go directly up to where we want to be. So, and it was already a path. There was already a path there when I went up there. So it was like this long. It was like tiny. I was like, so we need to bring some ropes. I'm like, I'm not gonna go up there. I was also getting tired, so I was like, I didn't want to go further because it does drop off pretty far.
Is there any way to like make it wider?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes into the earth. Like you can go.
So we can
clear out, make it wider, add railing.
Maybe as we go.
Yeah, as we go. Like there's definitely potential there. But we're gonna explore that tomorrow. I was like, I'm too tired to go back there safely. I was like, that's gonna be dangerous. And we need ropes.
And we need rope for sure.
Just to like, for safety. Just to like, at least have something to tie off to.
Yeah. And hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
Grab onto.
Grab onto. Yeah, if you fall. Because it's not like steep to a point where you just like, it's not a cliff, but it's like sloped enough that you could really hurt yourself.
Yeah, but if you slipped wrong.
If you slipped wrong, so I was like, yeah, no, this is not safe. But I definitely think that's the way, 100%. I know for a fact. So we'll go check it out tomorrow, but for now, we gotta mail off some stickers and get some stuff done in town. Pick up a dessert.
And we're going to dinner at a neighbor's house.
We gotta pick up some dessert type thing at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Because we're going to dinner with one of our RV park neighbors.
Yay!
Or we're gonna have dinner at their trailer, so.
Maybe it's gonna be interesting because this is the first time we've had dinner with anybody, like in somebody's place, other than family.
Well, I've seen people.
I haven't.
Yeah, so that's weird for you.
Since the pandemic, started.
So we're gonna go to the grocery store. Maybe I'll get some clips of that if it's not too awkward. Everybody knows everyone and stuff, so it's like weird if you just like record everything. They're gonna be like, who is this girl?
You can do it discreetly.
Who does she think she is?
You never know. Maybe there's some people on the run here.
Exactly. As the comments say, I'm like, yeah, people on the run, including us. You know,
we're on the run from
society, populous places. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. So that's a lowdown so far. We'll update you tomorrow. Okay, bye. All right, day 3 of going on the property. We got some rope. We're gonna explore this new avenue, try to mark off the trail and finalize where we want to put it. Not all of it, but you know, it's gonna take us a lot of time. We gotta spend multiple days here traversing and figuring out where and designing and plotting, because we did a lot of plotting.
Yes.
And yeah, so I'm gonna check it out. We got pruners. We had the machete and then we're like, let's do pruners for now, and then we'll need the machete later. Yeah, all these tools, so many tools. But all of the materials that we're going to be using for the trail will most likely be coming from the property, like rocks and lumber and all of that, like logs and things to reinforce the trails. We're doing it national park style. Mama was right. We found an alternative trail to get up here, and it's so much safer and so much faster And it's directly, like, we don't have to cut into our neighbor's property to go around the stream at all. So there's mosquitoes and bugs out here. But we've cleared a nice little trail just for us to walk up here safely, and get up here for now. And then we're gonna just start, building a natural path. Good one, safe enough that we can bring the dogs up here, and bugs everywhere. And we can also bring materials up here. So that's gonna be our main goal for like the next month. Probably we'll be doing this. Mom's currently whacking away, but it might be hard to see on camera, but there's like kind of a natural stair path going down here, which we're gonna use wood and build stairs, and you know, it's gonna, oh, you got it. Get it. Oh, yeah. But something we noticed, which is now one of the first things we want to do, get checked out very soon, sooner than later. Check out this tree right here. It's just hanging there. There's another one somewhere too. Oh, this tree right here. Just kind of leaning on everything. So I guess the priority for us now is to have somebody come in and cut them for us, because that's not safe. And another cool thing about if we get rid of that tree, which we will keep the wood for awesome stuff like firewood, and we can use it to build stuff even if we mill it by hand, because getting the lumber down is not going to be easy. But as you can see, once this is all gone here, this will open up a path through here really easily. And I'm thinking, just let me know if you want to trade, Mom.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep a good walking
Path.
path.
But I'm thinking this is where we can put a little garden here somehow, because there's a lot of sun that comes through here because it's like really bright. There's that dead tree there too. We might, bug in my nose. Might want to remove as well. Sorry. So
Today we're going to go back to the property and walk the trail that we're going to be building out again, and we're going to kind of take pictures and kind of do some take some notes and like brainstorm how we're going to build the path. So far I've been doing a lot of research on trail building. The U.S. Forest Service has a lot of good resources on that, surprisingly enough. So I've been doing a lot of research on building trails and all of that. And there's a trail in town that we really like taking the dogs now, that has some really cool boardwalks and bridges and stuff. So we're kind of using that as our study guide for how to build boardwalks and things.
So this is kind of our inspiration for what we want to do for our trail in the beginning. Eventually, we want to do a whole boardwalk all the way up so that we can have like wagons and ATV and stuff. We can drive it on it easily. But for now, we're using this trail as our kind of our study guide, because they have a lot of really good ideas here for trails and how they cut the trail. I like it.
Yeah, this is
Simple piece of wood there.
This is definitely inspiration.
Like, look at that. That's such a cool idea. Like a step in a log, you know? And then roots. Oh, something was stepping on those plants. No, this way, buddy. Or like here, how it's like wood. No, don't go down there, buddy. Wood on top of wood, and they just kind of evened it out. Makes a little bridge. So simple. Oh, William, don't drink that, please. He's like, I really like this here. This sort of like gradual step thing. They like made it so it's easier to get through here. I really like this. We needed to take a page out of their trail building book. Looks so simple. And our plan is to use a lot of the materials that we already have on the property, like downed logs and stuff for like steps and rocks. There's a lot of shale, really good rocks that we can use, and stumps and things. So we're gonna try to use all of that first before we purchase any other wood or any of that stuff. So that'll be a fun project. It'll be a fun challenge. I really like this specific part right here because it's all built on tree stumps. It's just 2 pieces of big wood. What is this, 10 by 2 wood? And yeah, bolted in. Very simple, but yet effective. And as you can see, there's netting all on the wood, and that helps when it's icy and snowy out to keep your grip. So we're gonna do that too. They're my new plant obsession. I'm obsessed with these. They're so cool. What are they? So yeah, this is the main beautiful boardwalk that we're going to copy eventually. They're all on little stands here. I'll see if I can get a better image of it. So these are the things that you can use as foundation holds for your house. So we're gonna get some of those and build it exactly like this over everything. And there, see that one's kind of taller than over there. And even it out. I like them. I mean, just look at this little bridge here over the creek. And there's handrails made out of wood. It's so cute with the little house, the living roof on it. It's everything. And I think it's just made with big trees. Oh, careful, lady.
She couldn't make up her mind whether she wanted to go to the bathroom back there or not.
Come on, guys.
And make it a really safe ascent up into the property. It's probably about, it's really not that long of a hike. I'd say it's probably a 5-minute hike, quarter of a mile, less than quarter of a mile to get up to the property. That's a pretty common thing here in Alaska. We're finding you either have a very traditional type home, which costs a lot of money, or you're like us who lives alternatively and you buy a piece of raw property, and instead of building an $80,000 driveway, you end up just building a trail into your property. It makes it so beautiful and magical, and yeah, we love it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today.
Yeah, just take really good video and photos. And
Yeah. Rainy day.
oh, and the baby, the one with the 2 babies. I saw that one the other day.
So the way our days have been going is we wake up, we have coffee, we take care of the dogs, we do whatever, and then we go to town where there's service, and we take care of like our business stuff and whatever we need to do during the day in town, and then we head to the property and we spend a few hours doing whatever we got to do for the day, and then we go back to the campground, cook dinner and relax and do whatever we want to do, and then we repeat. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Rinse,
Wash, rinse, repeat.
wash, rinse, repeat.
I think that's what it is.
And then, yeah, so today we're just gonna go on the property and take a very detailed pictures and detailed assessment of the route that we want to take for the trail. And you know, it takes several days, several weeks, you know, to really solidify what you want to do. So you can't see me because there's a bunch of foliage everywhere, but we have made it to the intersection of the property where that way is the main area of the property, and then down that way is a trail from the road, and then that way is the trail to the creek. So now we are going to go through and plan from this intersection all the way down to the road and take pictures and good notes. And this weekend we are going to do a lot of research in town and start figuring out what we want to do. So should be a process. Yeah, me too, because it's the most complete and it's the most easy. Our path to our beautiful stream. This is my favorite spot at the moment as well. Trail planning time. Start from this intersection over here. Yeah, that'd be nice. Just like something like here And then this is, yeah, our little center point. And then we can have a little sign going that way.
Yeah. And then
a
house,
sign,
garden there.
garden, houses,
Or houses,
cabins,
yeah.
that direction. We can put a little sign like somewhere over here, up here. All right, and then from here, so you step there, and then this is easy to get through here. Maybe we can eventually build, well, maybe we could do like a stair set here. Like take wood and kind of put in a stair set. Yeah, like over all of this. Maybe the stair set can start down here and then level up and level to there.
Go there.
Directly across and end over there. Because that will get us over all of this. Eventually though, and then we can change it.
Two ways too. You know?
Yeah, I mean that way could go off to the garden more directly, and this way could
And
go
this
off
could go,
more
if we want to
up
go
the
that
hill.
way. Yeah, we could have like options. Tree weren't there. Right?
Yeah, I just don't want to build anything under that
No.
for the time being until we get that removed. But I mean, yeah, that would be simple. But for now, this could be a little stair set starting, I mean, all the way down here. It's gonna have to start the last little, a very like sloping set of stairs up through here. So it goes, yeah,
Right here.
right through here and all the way up. I mean, it's pretty gradual, so.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah. And then at least it'll be over all of this stuff too. And like, we can keep all of that, you know? We're gonna have to cut this tree. I have all my, you got pictures?
Yeah.
By golly, this is gonna be such a pretty little trail. Just up through here. And then around.
Ooh, that's a trip.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, and then we're just gonna cut this right here.
Yeah, and then it goes down and around that way. I mean, we're gonna cut all this, so maybe it could be just a long sloping. I mean, it doesn't all have to be stairs, you know? We're gonna have to cut, this is gonna be a project. This year, we're gonna have to cut all of this out here because we wanna go straight down that way. So we're gonna have to cut, that'll be, come up here with the chainsaw and
Yeah, because that's where, okay, so that's where the yucky is right there, right?
we'll have to go down there.
I don't remember.
So then, yeah, I mean, if we can clear out all of this stuff, I mean, that would be ideal, right? Because then,
Definitely this one going across.
yeah, I mean, all of this, we could probably get, or at least through here.
Yeah, if we want to go that way, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure, yeah, I mean, whatever is more direct is what we should do.
Yeah. Directest and safest based off of, I mean, all of this stuff that has fallen over time.
Yeah, so there's one of the things over there. Oh, that's where we're cutting from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
More direct this way.
Yeah, this way, but we're gonna
Yeah.
have to cut like this log a bit and
Yeah,
cut that all down.
we'll have to cut this flatter and then just do something over it.
Yeah, I mean, we
Because we
can.
can do those long boards. Like
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. In many of the places.
Many places.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Because it'll just slope down through here.
And honestly, this place could be like a hangout spot. We could
I mean,
do like little
yeah.
natural seats.
True, that's
And
true.
like,
This would be
I don't
nice.
know, it could just be a place to come and like journal or just
And
meditate.
it's right
or
on the
something.
end.
Water.
Yeah, and it's further enough back from the thing that erosion probably won't be too bad.
Yeah.
We'll have to see, but
It's just fun thinking about little nooks.
we could build a little. Yeah, we could build
Right.
a little like in here. Yeah, you walk through here,
Yeah.
and then off here is a little boardwalk with like
Yeah.
little. We could even have a little fire pit right here, or depending on how.
or just a little seating spot,
Yeah.
right? Like,
To sit and
yeah.
enjoy. Yeah. Okay. So then through
Oh,
here.
this thing is in that way. Yeah. And I mean, it doesn't all have to be wooden
No, but
boards. It could, some of it could be natural
natural, yeah.
with stones.
And we can like cut it out through it.
Yeah, and just have it be more.
And then you come through here. And this is where there's gonna need to be a bridge here. This is gonna be a project. We're gonna have to cut all of these pieces of wood up clear it out. And then the bridge can either start here. No, the bridge could start probably, yeah, here's the safest spot to start. We'll have to cut these trees and then we can start the bridge here and then go to there. Yeah.
Yeah, we just have to clear this out, solidify the ground, and do the posts for the roads.
Yep. Do a nice boardwalk across. Okay. Check out this mushroom, y'all. There's like moss on this thing. So this is where our little bridge is gonna go because I guarantee during the winter it's gonna be pretty wet right here. Yeah. So I'm gonna go through here. We gotta clear all of these logs out, but honestly we can use all of these natural logs for steps. As long as they're not too rotted, they can be part of our steps. Like this whole guy here. Or this can also be, if it's not decaying too much, it can be used for part of the bridge. All right, so we have kind of figured out what we want to do for this first section. Well, we figured out what we're gonna do all the way down to where our property line is. And right now we know what we're gonna do here. This is gonna be like the main platform area. We have it all figured out. We're gonna do a nice big platform here and eventually have a little sign that says that way's the creek and towards me is the garden. And then, so it'll be a nice big boardwalk platform here. And then we're gonna go all the way down here. And from here, it's gonna be a couple steps, 2 nice long steps to here. It's gonna come above this little thing here. And then we'll have one ramp here, a gradual ramp to another little platform there, and then a ramp, another little ramp. It's gonna be really gradual. We're gonna put netting on it and little pieces of wood so that you can get up it easily. And then here, over all this route here will be a platform. And then from there, there'll be, I don't know how many steps yet, but I think probably 2 gradual steps here, leading all the way to this thing, which is gonna just be natural trail where we're gonna put stones and things since it's not too sloped here. And then we're gonna stop at this tree because we're gonna have to cut this tree and cut a little path through all of this stuff here and cut that all down with the chainsaw. So that will be a project in itself. But for now, we're gonna just start this part so that that's all in there nice. And what will be nice about it is that all the moss can kind of grow, start growing back once we have it all in place and everything can start growing around it. So this will be the most developed part. This will be the most grown out part by the time we're done with everything. So that'll be cool. How you feeling, Mom?
Excited.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
We have a plan.
Yeah, we have a plan.
Yeah. I mean, that's the big part was like finding the trail, scouting the trail, and now
we changed one section of it, which we'll show you later on.
Oh,
but
it's gonna make a huge difference.
So that's the first part.
How many feet would you say that is? 25 feet? No, 50
No.
feet. 50?
25.
So where are we gonna go? 25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First 25 feet of the trail. Yeah. Because our property is about 450, almost 500 feet long. So down that way until you get to the easement, which is 40 feet wide, but there's already a driveway there, so that takes up a good 30 feet of it. And then there's 10 feet that we need to get a permit for to figure out what we're allowed to do ourselves and what the standards are for the city property. So we're gonna figure that out probably. Are we gonna go tomorrow or next week to the permit
I say
place?
go next week after the holiday. People are probably be off tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So let's go
We can
next
go
week.
Tuesday maybe or something.
Yeah, because people are taking long holidays.
Yeah. Go
We should
Tuesday,
see.
figure that out.
Yeah, we should see what the hours of office are too.
Yeah.
everything-
We'll be able to find some info out online. And
So, but for now, we have a good project.
and we have a lot of resources on the property.
Yeah, we're gonna
So-
use as much as we can off of the property before
Yeah.
we start bringing foreign stuff in.
Yeah.
Should be great. There's a ton of wood.
Yeah.
Some of it decaying, so we won't use that. But anything that is in good shape, we're gonna use.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Keep it as natural.
I mean, already look at all of that wood back there that we could chainsaw. We're gonna have to clean that out anyway, so
Yeah.
might as well use that.
Keep keep it as natural as possible.
A natural place. So we're gonna head out. What do we have for the rest of the day?
Lunch.